Hey guys, Flippin' Landlord Ninja here with Two Guys' Take on Real Estate. So today I wanted to talk about a hot topic in Massachusetts especially, lead paint. So I don't want to go over all the particulars about the different licenses and all the different areas, but I just wanted to kind of talk about the general topic of it. So especially in Mass, there's been a lot of older homes where lead paint was used in the past. Massachusetts is one of the states that really kind of pioneered that and about what to do to take care of it. So the big thing is if there's children over the age of, or under the age of 6, you really want to be mindful of that you have a lead certificate, which basically means your unit or your house is compliant with the regulations that Massachusetts has set in place. That basically, when you're talking about that, you also often have like door frames, you've got your baseboards, your doors, which are kind of friction surfaces, especially old windows. You want to get them either removed or replaced and made compliant so that it doesn't produce lead dust. And that's the big problem, is lead dust. Kids are going to get it on their hands, especially younger kids are going to be putting it in their mouth. And unfortunately, lead at certain amounts, that it actually creates developmental issues, creates brain damage. And that's the big problem with lead. Also, you've heard of people chewing on lead or paint chips. Well, that's the big problem. People were chewing on paint chips that had lead, created a lot of kids that had developmental issues, and so that's really where you got to stay away from. So it's really not that hard. Find a lead inspector in your area, have them come out. They'll use their XRF gun, and they'll tell you all the surfaces. They'll create a report of what is actually lead. And then you can hire your lead contractor in your area, or in Mass at least, you can actually get certified to do either a moderate risk or a low risk. A low risk is generally doing an encapsulation paint, which I personally say stay away from because that's something you got to constantly maintain. I'd rather do removal and replacement, which is generally the moderate risk. And something like this, I would just take this casing off and I put it with like a new pine board on it and get it inspected, and this way it would pass, and then you wouldn't have a lead hazard at all. But yeah, the big thing you're going to see in a lot of these older homes, like I was saying, is if there was an old window, you got a vinyl replacement here, but if you have an old window, the sashes were generally lead, and you have a constant friction surface in the corners here, so it would create lead dust. And also you've got, so here we got lead here, on the windowsill, your apron, your casing, your doors, your window stops, all that kind of currently has lead. So what we're going to do here is we're going to actually remove this all and put back new pine, get it inspected, get dust samples done. That's kind of the final part of the inspection, so that they make sure that everything's been cleaned and safe for the family to come in. And once you get that, you actually get a letter of compliance. What's great in Massachusetts specifically is you can get $1,500 tax credit per unit that you de-lead and get certified as a letter of compliance. So that's kind of great if you're renovating a house. It's extra money that you might not count on. So that's something to keep in mind, and make sure you talk to your tax professional that they file that on your yearly taxes. But yeah, so that's kind of really what I would recommend. I'll go into it another video about the different type of licenses you need to do things, and there's just so many different licenses for moderate risk, the EPA, the RRP, just all these different things, but we can go into a different video. But just wanted to go over the overarching theme about lead and how you need to make it compliant and safe for your rental units. So if this was helpful or you have comments about it, I'm happy to answer anything I can. And just subscribe and leave comments and likes below. Thanks a lot, guys.